Welcome to the AI for Career Success video overview by Curt Robbins. We're experts at AI coaching and helping professionals like you and your employees upskill in AI. Today, we're going to explore a critical issue that's beginning to reshape the entire AI industry.
Here's how we'll break it down. We'll begin by looking at the unexpected arrival of what's being called the compute crunch. Then, we'll examine the strategies that are being born from this new scarcity. From there, we'll identify the new bottleneck that's defining the industry, which has sparked what can only be described as the compute wars. And we'll conclude with a powerful winning tactic that you can apply directly in your own work.
So let's start with this first point. Despite what seems like unlimited funding and massive adoption, it turns out the world's leading artificial intelligence company is facing a very fundamental resource shortage. This is the beginning of the compute crunch.
And this isn't speculation. The problem was stated quite clearly by OpenAI's own president, Greg Brockman. His statement reveals a critical vulnerability right at the heart of the AI revolution. The deficit isn't in ideas, and it isn't in capital. It's in raw processing power.
Now, our analysis today is grounded in a specific piece of reporting by Olivia Neeland. It's from her article titled, OpenAI Limits Projects Due to Computing Power Shortages, which was published on LinkedIn on April 3, 2026.
So, this resource crunch isn't just a technical problem. It's actually a powerful force that is compelling some very difficult strategic decisions. It's forcing a pivot away from general hype and toward a much sharper focus. In response to this scarcity, OpenAI is making some pretty significant changes. They are discontinuing initiatives they deem less critical, and the most notable example is the scaling back of the video generation app Sora. The strategy now is to consolidate their resources into a single unified super app that merges tools like ChatGPT and Codex. It's really important to understand that this isn't a product failure. It's a very deliberate strategic reallocation of incredibly finite resources.
As AI industry commentator Julien Sauvage points out, success in this new environment really demands a shift in mindset. The winners, he notes, will be those with the discipline to allocate compute as if it were financial capital, a precious, finite asset that must be invested with precision and foresight.
And this brings us to a crucial reevaluation of what is truly holding AI back. You see, the traditional assumptions about what the primary limitations on progress are, well, they no longer seem to apply.
For years, the perceived bottlenecks in AI development were a shortage of novel ideas, a lack of specialized talent, or maybe insufficient capital. The reality today, however, is that the primary constraint is physical infrastructure. The new bottleneck is, simply, compute. To really drive this point home, just consider OpenAI's recent funding, a staggering $122 billion. This proves that capital itself isn't the problem. Even with that immense financial backing, the company is still forced to ration its resources simply because the physical hardware cannot be built fast enough. This shortage isn't just an isolated problem for one company. It has ignited an industry-wide paradigm shift. It's kicked off a competition for physical infrastructure that we can accurately call the compute wars.
Now, based on analysis from Peter Gostev, we can actually see this conflict playing out between the major players. While OpenAI has significant capacity planned for late 2026, its rival Anthropic just secured a major capacity increase through AWS. This direct access to compute is exactly what's fueling breakthroughs like their Opus 4.5 model. It illustrates how advanced capabilities are now directly tethered to securing more processing power.
So, given this high-level strategic battle for resources, what's the practical takeaway for you as a professional using these tools? Well, that leads us to our final section, a winning tactic for the individual operator.
This insight, described by Julian Carriam, is to shift your perspective. The most effective use of AI is not about exploring every new feature. It's about identifying a specific recurring task and actually assigning it to your AI. The focus should be on leverage, not just novelty.
And the process for this can be broken down into 3 steps. First, identify a recurring, high-leverage task. Second, provide a detailed, step-by-step description of that entire process to your AI tool. And third, you command the AI to automate that job for you on a permanent basis. This is what elevates the AI from a simple assistant to a true automation system.
So this brings us to the central challenge for you. The most important question to ask after this analysis is one that you have to answer for your own professional context. What is one regular headache that you could assign to an AI permanently?
Thank you for watching. This is where we teach you AI and help you get smarter than your competition.
If you like these videos, use the QR code at the beginning of this video to buy us a coffee or hire us to coach you or your employees in AI. We recommend you subscribe to the AI for Career Success YouTube channel. Please like, comment, and share to help us reach a wider audience.